Bernard Tobin here at the World Dairy Expo over at the De La Val location, catching up with Patrick Wiltsius. Patrick, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. We beat the rain and we're dry in here. Hey, and I want to talk about the new P500 parlor, debuted earlier this year. Tell us a little bit about it. I guess the first thing that comes to mind is a reduction in space, a smaller platform, smaller footprint.
Yes, with the way that we've designed the synchro arc, which is the front end of our parlor, we're now able to raise that front end up above the cows. So we're no longer extending over the exit area where the cows walk out of. So as soon as the cows can clear the front end of the stall, we can bring that front end down and we can start reloading that next group of cows.
Right, and a bigger reduction in space, right?
Correct. So if we look here, we can see that with the way that the front end is designed, nothing protrudes in front of the columns. So even when we go to exit the cows, we can see that when the front end comes up and out of the way of the cows, nothing protrudes out and the cows are able to exit freely.
And Patrick, it creates a much quieter environment, a much quieter milking environment.
Yes, and a lot of that comes from the design that we have with with our synchro sweep, which is the design of the sequence gates. So they're non-overlapping sequence gates, and one of the biggest functions with these is that we can now remove them from between the cows. When the cows are up on the platform. So after the units are attached, or any time after attachment before exit, we can now lift those gates out from between the cows, and there's more space for those cows to be able to have on the cow platform.
And that's a big issue for cow comfort, right?
Yes, exactly. So they're no longer riding against the gates. They're free to move. They have a little more space to move around and get comfortable during the milking process.
Hey, it's actually bigger, faster, stronger. Those type of things. That you got 3 cow flow options now.
Correct. With the P500. We are able to set up 3 cow flow options. The first one is all exit gang index. And what that means is that we can exit all of the cows. So if you see up here, this whole entire side of the parlor will exit at the same time. I'll give it a little bit of time. So there we go. So that entire side is all turned out at once. That's all exit, and all index means that whenever we would index those cows, that entire side would index. The next function is all exit gang index, where all of the cows would exit at the same time. But to help your work routine efficiency, you're able to index those gangs of cows. So when that first gang of cows is loaded, you can index those cows and you can start your work routine. The last option that we have is the gang exit gang index function. So gang exit means that we can let the individual gangs of cows that have completed the process out. With gang index, we reduce the amount of pressure that's on the cows to get all of those cows off the cow platform and back to the freestall barn.
Hey, and the final feature we noted, Patrick, ceiling height. You're going to be able to fit this into a smaller sort of space.
Correct. Because of the arc motion, I'll run this back here. Because of the arc motion of the front end, we no longer lift straight up and we no longer flip out. So we come over the back of the cows. So this reduces the amount of ceiling height because everything comes back and over instead of all the way straight up.
Patrick, looks great. Hey, thanks for taking the time. Much appreciated.
Thank you for stopping by.